the privilege of bringing up a good friend of mine, former director of this great institution, the DuSable Museum, also the director of Inner City Studies of Northeastern Illinois University, and obviously he has a lot of friends here as well. I would like to bring to the podium Dr. Carol Adams.
Well, it's good to be home. I always feel good when I come and hear the house that Margaret built. And I wanted to commend the current director, Perry Irma, who is also doing a very fine job here. My relationship with Prince Asiel goes back to the days when I was the head of African American Studies at Loyola University. And I happened to meet him from a mutual friend. And I had a radio show too at that time. And I decided I'd have him on my show because I'd been hearing so much about the African Hebrew Israelites at Jerusalem. I wanted to know more. And in the course of that, he invited me to come and see for myself. Okay? And that was very significant. I'm sort of going old school, new school tonight, so you have to bear with me because some of this is in paper and some of it's in my phone. But I have a way of when I travel, and my journaling is usually in the form of poetry or something like that. So the first time I went, it was in the 80s, but then I went again many years after to again experience Dimona. And this was the time when I had a chance to do some writing. So every day I wrote about what I experienced. And one of the things that moved me so was just the element of peace and seeing the children and what their experience was and what it was like for them to grow up, not engaged in a lot of trauma every day. And so I want to just read what I wrote about that experience, called Roll Call, R-O-L-E. And so we gathered at Dimona, from the place of our origin and of our dispersion, from South Africa to Chicago, Ghana to Atlanta, Zimbabwe to Washington, D.C., Liberia and Indianapolis, and all points in between, answering a call not to arms, but to spirit. Old souls, original man, the true Eve, the only Adam, citizens of the first world, reconnecting like those dry bones, determined to live again. But a word of caution, it will take more than a new song and a vegan diet. It will require us to define our respective roles and execute. Be messengers, teachers, soldiers, put in work, be the change. Activate those colonial educations for the benefit of our people. See, I knew this was gonna happen. When I went to the phone, it was gonna disappear. All right, hold on. Oh, here we go. So what manner of man is this? To have the will to change his life and the life of thousands of others. To be bold enough to wage a global quest for freedom and have the audacity to connect with Africans all over the world. To secure our freedom and affirm ourselves as the first people. A fact now verified by every reputable scientist, archaeologist, and historian in the world. It is not easy to carry forth a message that runs counter to the narrative of the oppressor, who reinforce their falsehoods by outlawing the truth. Witness, if you will, the move to outlaw the teaching of Black history in the United States, where, not yesterday, but today, in 2022, those same battles we fought, we are fighting over and over again. They want to forget everything about history, and by the way, the Holocaust too. Both Holocausts. Witness, if you will, the move to outlaw the teaching of Black history right now in 2022, but we have seen in Prince the willingness to go the distance and the strength to turn enemies into allies, even in the face. So it keeps disappearing on me. Even in the face of loss, confinement, and a host of betrayals and indignities, he has persevered. And by all accounts, is no ways tired. And so tonight we celebrate you, we honor you, we salute you. A warrior, a prince, indeed a king. But in the parlance of the neighborhood, a man, a made man. Indeed, a man for all reasons. Join me in saluting Prince Asiel Ben Israel.